Hello, everyone. So you'll forgive me because right now I'm in a coffee shop, so I need to speak low and there might be some background noise. But anyway, I just wanted to bring up something that I came across recently, just two examples that I came across and I thought were pretty interesting. And I've mentioned this before about the double negatives, the fact that you can find double negatives in many languages, especially in Romance languages, in Italian, Spanish, French, Portuguese, I believe Romanian as well. And but you don't find them in English. Now, for the most part, they're easy to correct. If someone says, "I don't know nothing," or "You haven't seen nothing," "I ain't going nowhere," stuff like that, you know that you know how to correct them. But very often with long, convoluted, like more legal sentences, it can be a problem. And especially for people who like to use Google Translate. And this is a big reason why Google Translate is a big no-no for stuff like. And by the way, when people mention another reason, to bring up Google Translate is when they mention stuff like this. When they say, "Oh, you can just use Google Translate. Why do you need translators?" You should bring this up because, obviously for any document that has double negatives that's serious, this can be a real issue. So I wanted to show you first this sentence in Spanish that I came across here. Let's put Spanish. El usuario declara y garantiza que en ningún momento durante la vigencia del presente contrato se verá asignada una calificación de seguridad insatisfactoria. Anyway, so as you can see, there are two negatives here. That in no moment, da, 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 sorry, this isn't even a double negative. This is just one negative. In no moment will blah, blah, blahs happen. For some reason, this gets translated at any time. I could think because they're expecting the double negative, but it doesn't even exist here. So anyway, there you go. This completely got turned around. And as you can see, it means the completely opposite thing in English. At any time during the term of this contract, and security rating will be assigned. And here it says that at no moment will it be assigned. And so you'll come out saying the exact opposite here. For some reason, I guess Google Translate added a double negative or something. That's really weird. Anyway, so that's one of the things you'll see. And then just quickly, I want to show you another example. And here I'll hopefully read it a bit better than I did with the Spanish, but la liquidazione spetta al Consiglio di amministrazione, ovviamente a meno che con delibera dell'Assemblea Generale non venga rimessa ad altre persone. So here you have two negatives, a meno che and non, unless something does not happen. Here it says, unless blah, 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 it is not handed over. Of course, but the way it should be translated is unless it is handed over. And so this comes out meaning the exact complete opposite of what you're trying to say. And so if you have this and this is obviously from bylaws, the company bylaws or articles of association or something, this is you're basically saying the exact opposite in a translation that you will be saying. And so this, and I want to point it out because a lot of translators often go to Google Translate when they're not sure about something and they kind of want to look over it. And and I go back and forth because it can be so harmful. If you know what you're doing, actually, tools like Google, any tool can help out. And I don't believe in boycotting a tool, because any tool that's out there can help. But you really need to be careful with things like this because it can really, it can just completely upend and change what you're trying to translate and give you the opposite result. So anyway, I just came across these two things recently and these two examples, and so I thought it was interesting, these two examples of double negatives, and they're really something to look out for. And this, look, even if you don't use Google Translate, if you're just translating yourself, you really need to look out for these when you're dealing with Romance languages. So hopefully for all of you that are dealing with Romance languages, this was useful and it can help out. By the way, if you don't deal with Romance languages, I'd be curious to know if you do have things like double negatives in your language, because I think I've only come across them in Romance languages, but for all I know, they exist in other languages as well. Anyway, hopefully you find this useful, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, thanks. Bye.